said, stop by the Silver Rush and we'll give you the means.
Hey, baby. Head on down to the Atomic Wrangler.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs. If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
Hey man, can you spare a few caps? Whoa, yeah. I guess the Garrett sent you after me? Look, I've got the caps right here. Just don't hurt me. Hey, I'm tapped out, man. I've got nothing left but the clothes on my back. I won't. Thanks for not killing me.
Good day.
How are you today? Santьяgo is fabulous. Santьyago does not owe anyone. Santьyago is a Friside VIP. Sir, Santьyago does not know what he has done to offend, but he can explain everything. Santьyago is offended that you would opine such slander. Here are the caps I owe. No need for violence. Santьyago has nothing. I am honored they would consider me. I'll start immediately.
Hello there.
Yep.
Howdy. I've been around a while. Currently working for the followers as a gun for hire, but it's getting rather dull. Aside from protecting them from the occasional thug looking to intercept supply shipments, there isn't much to do around here. The one researcher I liked, who I could chat up about liquor, got transferred. And the rest of the docs are pretty uptight about my kind of fun. I joined up looking for a decent paying job. Granted, the pay's all right, but they won't let me kick back and slog a brew at the end of the day. They're worried the filthy drunkies in detox seeing me drink will cause an immediate relapse. I say their rehab effort here is just a revolving door. I've been around long enough to observe the patterns of human behavior. Physical and mental anguish are especially exciting to explore. Hey, who doesn't enjoy a little pinch and squeal every once in a while? They already have that pig McCaffrey working for them. Do they need another guard? I've escorted my share of idiot tourists around Friside. Too much trouble for what it pays. I'm all boot, knives, and leather, friend. And a ghoul besides. What kind of weirdo wants what I've got? Weirdos into bullwhips and necrosis, huh? Doesn't sound half bad. What am I thinking? I'm no whore. And I ain't about to hand my ass over to some penny ante hustler like he owns me. I've never been much of a showboat, or cared about being a public figure. I'm plenty content with caps for an honest, hard day's work. What's the difference? Once you start working for the man, you gotta buy nice things to wear. Then you gotta make more money to afford nice things. Seems like a right vicious cycle to get into. Not saying there wouldn't be advantages, especially if it let me start saving up my caps. I don't need caps that bad. They do have a damn good selection of hooch over at the Wrangler. If I get to choose my customers, if I get to be a little rough with them, if my cut is fair, and if I get that discount, that just might work. Tell the Garretts I'll stop by to work out terms. And I may have answers. What starts in misery tends to stay there. Friside wasn't Friside until 6 or 7 years ago. That's when Mr. House's robots rolled out of the Lucky 38 and started pushing everyone who wouldn't join him off the strip. Lots of folks died. Some scattered to the winds. The rest wound up in Friside and seemed never to lose the habit of living like refugees. What about them? Pretty much the sort of gang you'd find anywhere else, just with better clothes. The king himself, though, he's got that something special you can't put a finger on. Too bad he likes girls with skin. I reckon they care about getting water and electricity from the dam, and that's where it ends. The locals here are just an inconvenience to them, something to step over or stomp down. They're here for the resources, plain and simple. Before or after the human race shot itself in the foot? I've been around long enough to have both opinions, see. Before the war, Mr. House was a famous captain of industry. Robotics, to be specific, seemed charming in interviews, until he became a recluse. Since the war, though, didn't make a peep for near 200 years. But when he came back strong and killed a lot of people. I don't know how they do it. They're like saints, those followers. If they didn't charge for their services, I'd think they was crazy. But nah, they're just naive. Warms their heart. Couple of rad scorpions, those two. Gloria's the stable one, but she'd slit your throat if there's a profit in it. Or rather, she'd tell her brother to do it for her. John Baptiste is one of the sicker humans I've had the displeasure of observing. What did you...
How's it going?
Howdy.
Morning.
Hello. Lovely to meet you. I haven't the time to speak to commoners such as yourself. In that case, I suppose you're here to collect. I apologize, but I simply do not have enough caps on me to cover the debt. If someone were to recover my caravan from that cave, I could easily pay in full. But who would bother with such a mess? Damn! I didn't want to hand over all of my caps because I won't have enough to get home to California. Here, take it all. I'll find my way home one way or another.
Good day.
Howdy.
You want someone dead? Really? You want to get your hands on some of the deadliest weapons?
Welcome back. What can I get you? I don't care how you handled those lumps of human refuse, but you got the job done. We need you to hunt down another person. That son of a bitch McCaffrey stole a ton of caps and ran off to Vegas. I guess the fact that we farmed out his usual work to you pissed him off. No one steals from the Garrett twins. If you can kill that bastard and bring back as much as you can, you'll be paid very well. See the king. I'm sure he could work something out to get you in. You'll need to prove your worth his time, but it'll be well worth it. Good. Just stop on back when he's dead and you'll be rewarded handsomely. Bring his hat as proof of the kill.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. How many chip? Here's your chip. Here. Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. Looking to exchange? In what? Welcome back. What can I get you? Imagine that! What's his name and when's he start? A she, huh? Well, I guess the customer who made that request can't get everything he wants. Hell, who knows? He might not even notice the difference. And who would that be? That honey-mouthed son of a bitch? Fine. At least left to shut up occasionally. Those pretty lips of his are gonna see more traffic than a Brahmin trail in low summer. Bye.
Yep.
Afraid I'm gonna have to search you before letting you in. The only weapons allowed on the premises are the ones we're selling. Then you're not...
It's never dull.
What do we have here? Another petitioner for the king? Who's the king? You believe this, asshole man? In Frisайde, the kings rule. And the king rules the kings, got it? Anything's possible, I suppose. How much is it worth to you to meet the big man? No, trust me. The king will want to see you if I want you to see him. Come back when you figure out how the world works. May I help you? Look who's back. Then the... Look who's back. What, do I look like a beggar? Look who's back. You know... Head on through. The king's the bored-looking guy by the stage. Can't fucking miss him. You got something you want to say?
Look, Rexy, someone new's come to see us. Poor boy. He hasn't been feeling well lately. I'm the king. What can I do for you? Maybe so. Maybe so. You look like you might be able to handle yourself. Tell you what, you do me a favor, and I'll have some more work for you when it's done. Sound good? I'll start you off with something easy. Did you notice the bodyguards for hire near the gates when you entered Frisайde? It's good money if you can stay alive long enough. Frisaide's not as safe as it used to be, so the money is well earned. Usually well earned, that is. Recently, my men tell me that one of those bodyguards, a fellow named Orris, is making a little too much money. He's making a killing in repeat business. Once someone hires him, they never want anyone else. I want you to find out why. Specifically, I want you to hire him. Play the part of an innocent tourist and follow his lead. If nothing happens, so be it. But I'm guessing things won't go so smoothly. Call it a hunch. So, what do you say? You may have noticed that some of those guards out there are kings, too. I'm just looking out for my men. I'm not trying to get some kind of unfair advantage. I just want a level playing field for my boys. So, what do you say? Okay then. Once you part ways, return here. I'll look forward to hearing your report. Oh, and take this to cover the hiring cost.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph.
Hello there.
Reset.
If you need to cross Friside, no one will keep you safer than I will. Just look around. People here are as like to stab you as say hello. That is, if I weren't at your side. 200 caps gets you my watchful eye for a trip to the South Gate. Done and done. I want to mention a few things up front. In order to ensure your safety, I need you to follow my instructions to the letter. We'll be heading down the main street here the whole way down. No detours. You go off sightseeing, and I go off to find another customer. I'll keep a brisk pace, so try not to fall behind. Now let's head out.
It's a dangerous place, my friend.
To your left here is the old Mormon fort. You get roughed up, the followers there will patch you right up. Not that I ever need their services. Up ahead on the next block is where the kings hang out.
If
Don't
it
let
can
them
be
scare
bought,
you.
it can be
They don't
found at
outnumber you.
Mick and Ralph's.
Down to the right here is the fun part of town. You haven't seen Friside till you've been to the Wrangler. Hey, slow down. I don't like the look of some of those men ahead. Let's take a different way around.
Hey.
I'll scout ahead. You follow at a distance. Nothing to worry about. If you had hired one of those other hacks, you'd be up to your ass in lowlife right about now. Noticed that, did you? I keenly aimed one of the shots through some soft tissue of one of them to hit the man behind him. That's an interesting theory you've got there. I'd suggest you keep it to yourself. Let's get moving. Stay close. I wouldn't want anything to happen to you.
Yep.
Don't distract me. I need to focus all my senses on keeping you safe. Well, here we are. No worse for wear, are you? I trust that if you need to cross Frisайde again, you'll know who to hire.
What do you have for me? So that's how it happens. Okay then, I'll have some guys pull him off the street when no one's looking.